These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat. The IMF just told us the quote, the International Monetary Fund praises the policies of the central bank in supporting the national economy, unquote. Remember that the petrodollar from Iraqi oil revenues is still being processed through the U.S. banks. Executive Order 13303 was renewed. The CBI also implemented since January 3rd packages of measures to curb and eventually eliminate the use of the US dollar in Iraq. Folks, common sense alone tells us all these measures were not for nothing. If we look into Dr. Shabibi's plan of 2011, we can clearly see that this is not random but following the last stages of the plan step by step. Mountain Goat goes on to say, remember all of that this 3-year budget saga has significance on the RV in the fact that none of it affecting Iraq so much that it can't pull the trigger on the reinstatement at any time, being that the IMF and the U.S. stated many times recently that the Iraqi corruption is under control and the country is stable and secure. They are ready, not to mention the extent of wealth and reserves. This is perfect timing to reinstate. Walking Stick via Frank 26, Iraqi bank owner friend Aki update, says they're making an announcement about the new currency very soon. All right, Mark Z via PDK member question, what happens if Iraq does not pass the budget before they go on recess on 6/9? Mark Z's answer is, I am told it's a done deal, but I was also told that they could not go into recess if it's not passed. Article, quote, draft budget to be voted on its entirety next week, unquote. They mean on Thursday, and that's what they're referencing. All right, Frank 26 says, once the budget is open, it will set off a domino effect of many things that I so badly want to tell you. Angel 1 says, I'm a little bummed June 1st went right by us and there wasn't a rate that reflected the value. However, seeing everything put together, I'm extremely confident in knowing we are extremely close to seeing a rate reflect the true value that Iraq has. All right, Pimpy says they are expecting this major oil project to be completed in the second quarter of 2025. There is that car again, 2025. The budgets end in 2025. This will be done by 2025. If you remember correctly, they're not even supposed to be dealing with the Iraqi exchange rate until 2025. So with all these major changes happening, possibly in the positive, we could see definitely an increase in the value of the Iraqi dinar. Frank 26 Iraq boots on the ground report Firefly. International experts and Shia al-Sayud are saying in an interview on the television last night, for all Iraqis, do not use American dollar, but rather obtain and use the dinar, for it's going to be the highest currency in the world. This is his personal opinion, but he's pretty good on the international advice. Frank says this is amazing for those international experts to be telling you Iraqi citizens to get as many dinars as you can and hold on to them because it's going to become the most powerful in the world. I disagree with him. I believe it's going to be the most powerful currency in the universe. All right, Bruce via Wiser Now. Sunday, for the first time, Redemption Center full staff went in within a 2-hour Zoom call. They were able to see the new rates on all currencies, hit the screens, and come up, and they watched them actually come in and change values and go up and so on as they do. I heard from one of my intel sources that said that the so-called true back wall, the real back wall in the 7th of June, something should be happening by Wednesday, but that didn't happen, and so we've got now pointing the back wall being activated. It appears that the most likely scenario involves us starting exchanges on Thursday on the 8th. So let's see what happens. Militiaman says it's not the Iraqi government's job to change the exchange rate of the dollar, but what they're saying is they're using the new SWIFT system and that it's going to effectively raise the value of the dinar. Claire article, quote, Iraq raises its hard currency reserves to more than 111 billion, unquote. Another quote, the central bank announced on Tuesday, Iraq's hard currency reserves increased during May of this year, 2023, to reach $111 billion and $765 million, an increase of 45.14% compared to the same period last year, 2022, which amounted to Iraq's reserves. Of the hard currency, $77.003 billion, an increase of 79.97% over the same period in 2021, when the reserves amounted to $62.101 billion. All right, walking stick via Frank 26, Iraq bank owner friend Aki update. Walking stick says, I had him in the truck and I thought I would take advantage of it, so I turned to him and said, hey, Aki, have you heard anything more about this announcement they're going to be making that you told me about? You know, the currency. Be patient, is what Aki said. Be patient. They are soon to announce the tender. The tender will show the citizens the definition of the lower denoms. They will know the 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, etc., etc. Also, the citizens will be told at that time the date of when they're to go and pick up the lower denoms from the bank or through their accounts. This may be together / simultaneously, or it may be when they do the budget. Frank 26 says, the budget is no concern to me. It is what the budget is going to reveal that is of great concern to me. And lastly, we have Mountain Goat says, from what I can see, it is now the Finance Committee that is lagging in support to give CBI the green light. They feel they need the 3-year budget in place, voted on and passed. Earth News, the Parliamentary Finance Committee confirmed on Monday that the resolution of the vote on the budget law by House of Representatives will be this week. Parliament Speaker Mohammed al-Habouzi and Secretary General of the League of the Righteous Movement, Khazali, stressed the need to pass the budget as soon as possible. I think they will pass it this week, since this session ends this week and the members all want their break.